What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfire. So if you caught my video this past weekend talking about the same subject but different franchises in What If and Echo, ironically, I started that video by saying schedule changes for the MCU are what have dominated the MCU news cycle and as of late. And I guess the real irony is that we constantly get updates but yet to have an official schedule for Marvel, even though that's the same way they did it last year, and I suppose their MO will stay the same. We won't know what's coming till a couple of months beforehand. Today we have a major update coming on Loki that was supposed to air this summer and has been moved, and now considering we've gotten updates about Echo and Loki, we know officially when the Marvels are changed, we can sort of draw up the 2023 release slate and what it looks like now, not quite similar to what we had expected early, with a lot of the stuff being front-loaded and getting out before this summer. We're breaking down the latest update for Loki, its new most likely release date and window, and now ultimately what the 2023 MCU release schedule looks like. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway, which is right around the corner to coincide with the release of Guardians of the Galaxy. Again, all you gotta do, be a sub, leave a comment on this video, stick around to the end of the video. We're getting into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so working off of last year's Slate presentation, the San Diego Comic-Con Hall H 2022 presentation by Marvel for 2023, it looked as though Loki was going to come out some point in the middle of the summer, most likely June or July, and the most recent update we had gotten last week from an industry insider is that it was still eyeing that window to come out. This is what was reported by The Direct this morning. Quote, new info suggests that Loki Season 2 is eyeing a late summer release date, as opposed to the nebulous summer 2023 slot Marvel Studios gave the series back at San Diego Comic-Con 2022. Bespin Bulletin was the first to report on the info that the sequel is eyeing a much later in the summer release, which now puts Loki's expected premiere date in August or September. This update remains unconfirmed by Disney and Marvel Studios. And while that may be disappointing to many who are eagerly anticipating the series, it really only needs a 1 or 2 month delay, and on the bright side, now that we have this puzzle piece in place, we can basically and unofficially paint out the rest of the 2023 release slate. They're still eyeing Secret Invasion for a May release, but other rumors have said it needs to be wrapped by the end of May in order to get in for award submissions, which tells me if it's 6 episodes that it's going to debut on April 26th. That'll take us through May, when Guardians of the Galaxy also is released at the beginning of the month. Now, considering the update about Loki today, we'll only have about 2 months, June and July, before Loki goes live. That's assuming at the beginning of August, and should it make it out earlier, we won't have a 2-month delay between when Secret Invasion ends and Loki starts. I'm working off of Marvel series all being 6 episodes, even though we know certain TV shows have had more, but considering Loki should have 6, that'll take us through the middle of September. Then this past weekend, according to Alaqua Cox, the actor who plays Echo, she tweeted out something not so cryptically saying, "Can October just hurry up and come already?" Definitely meaning that Echo is looking now to debut during the month of October. Again, meaning there would only be either a month or less delay between when we get Echo and Loki. We also know the Marvels will come out in November, sometime around when Echo would be ending. So if you consider this gap at the beginning here, where we've had Ant-Man and nothing else till about the 4th or 5th month during the year, we're actually going to have a very steady pace of Marvel for the rest of the year, and that's not taking into account other projects like What If Season 2 or even X-Men 97 that have also been rumored to possibly show up this year. That's taking them off the table, considering there'll be no animation releases at all. Now, there are 2 other things that have to come into play for how the release schedule works for Disney Plus that aren't quite Marvel, and that's what the Star Wars series are doing in both Ahsoka and, of course, Mandalorian Season 3. Mandalorian Season 3 is right around the corner. Ahsoka is supposed to come out later this year, and so the only rub I have with all of this is if Loki comes out too late in August and Alaqua Cox's Echo is truly airing at the end of October, there isn't quite enough time in the middle of those for Ahsoka to come out. So I think they may end up moving those things around. Loki may come earlier than possible. And again, none of this is officially confirmed by Marvel. This is just working off all the updates we've had in the industry. As I said during my video this weekend, and it's important to remember because I feel like a lot of us forget, we never had a release schedule for Disney Plus Marvel shows last year. They weren't announced really until they were right around the corner. And in fact, Marvel Studios never, not once at any presentations leading up to D23, ever said a word officially about Werewolf by Night. It had been in pre-production for months, if not a year, before they said, hey, it's coming in October. expect that exact same thing this year. And remember, we'll have San Diego Comic-Con and D23 before the later half of the year. That's probably when they'll confirm the exact dates for that. I will say though, as we're getting later in the year and they're not using any of these 4 months to put anything out, considering we might make it to the end of April with Secret Invasion, they've lost a third of the year, and I think it makes it a lot less likely any of these animated shows are going to have a chance to release this year. So while I was hoping for X-Men 97 at the end of the year, I really don't think, given all the information we have now, that that's coming out till 2024. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below, what you're most hyped for, if you're disappointed about the Loki move, and the way that I broke it down, if it really does feel like we're going to have a lot of Marvel this year. We just have to wait for this first quarter. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below quickly. Let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Alright, we're still giving away a PlayStation 5. The next giveaway is around Guardians of the Galaxy. If you want to be entered to win for any of the other giveaways at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos the same way we're doing here, and always live with my voice with the comment shown on screen, never ever in the comments, which is a great time to address the spammers that have been on my channel, tons of others on YouTube, and really I've started to see them on Instagram, so they're on multiple platforms. Guys, please try to remember, anybody can use anybody else's photograph. Anybody can go to your Facebook, your YouTube, your Instagram, grab one of your photos, set it as their own profile photo, use whatever name they want on that account, and then start telling people they've won. In some cases, it's everything always with a Z with my icon. In other cases, it's Telegram me at a Telegram number. No YouTuber will ever ask you to contact them on a third-party app like WhatsApp or Telegram, myself included. No YouTuber will ever ask you to pay for shipping, ever. No YouTuber does that. And considering these spam comments are everywhere, YouTube has given us some tools to fight them, some comment filters that not only do I have set to the strictest settings, but for those of you who aren't familiar with YouTube, they've actually got a box that says experimental filters. I have that checked as well. And the unfortunate side effect is it actually stops some of you who are making normal and real comments from commenting, and I've got to go through and manually approve all of those comments while I go through and manually delete as many of these spam bot comments, and still, even with the strictest settings, they still get through. This is all to say, the way that you can help me and the rest of the community at YouTube out is, yes, I know that you report them to me in my DMs and Facebook, but I've already got all that I can do. I'm doing everything I can to get rid of those comments. If you see a spam comment on my channel, another channel, maybe it's not even a comment replying to you, it's just a spam bot comment somewhere on YouTube, go to the little 3 dots to the right of that comment and report it. When you report it to YouTube, not only will they delete that comment from your view, but they'll get rid of that account and all the comments they've made on every YouTube channel. So not only are you getting rid of it, you're helping us fight it by getting rid of all those comments and saving a lot of other people who might also get duped because they either A, aren't familiar, B, aren't on YouTube all the time, or C, never watch the end of my videos and hear these announcements. Guys, sorry to have to break it down like that and spend 2 minutes at the end of a video. I could just make a separate video on it. I know some YouTubers have. I'd prefer not to do that, and I'm not going to stop doing giveaways. So please be vigilant, please be safe, never pay for shipping, no winners ever announced in the comments. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. Thanks for checking the channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.